Hello ladies and gentlemen, in this video what we are going to see about is a wholesale price index. Wholesale price index was prepared by the Office of Economic Advisor, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. Okay, calculated on a monthly basis. So every month it releases a statement regarding a wholesale price index. Every month wholesale price index was calculated. So base year. So base year is nothing but, as already said, base year is nothing but from this year how much the inflation was happened. Okay. Take for example, if the wholesale price in the wholesale price index was calculated for the year 2018. In 2011, the product price was 100 rupees. In 2018, the product price was some 130 rupees. So then in 2011 was 100, 2013 was some 110 rupees in 2013, 130 rupees in 2018. This is 2011. So 100 rupees in 2011, 110 rupees in 2030, 130 rupees in 2018. To calculate the wholesale price index of a particular month in the year 2018, the base year was already said, it was a 2011 to 2012. So from this 100 rupees it was increased to 30 rupees. So the inflation was 30%. So base year is nothing but from which year the inflation was calculated. Okay. So that is what is known as a base year. So group, this wholesale price index was consists of a group of articles or basket of articles, and it was a three major classification. First one is a primary article, which is a raw material. Primary articles means raw material and the other raw products. Second is a fuel and power. Fuel and power is used for some manufacturing purposes. Then manufacturing products. Okay, take for example a paddy or wheat. Paddy or wheat is a primary article. It was a raw one. Take biscuit packet or bread. Biscuits or bread. This was the manufactured product, which was manufactured from a wheat and a paddy flour. Okay, so paddy or wheat is a primary articles. Biscuits and bread is a manufactured product. So after doing some production process, it becomes a wheat or bread. Sorry, biscuit or bread from a wheat. Okay. So these were the three articles. For manufacturing purposes, the fuel and power was used. So the wholesale price index was used to calculate the inflation in these three articles: primary articles, fuel and power, and then manufacturing products. Next one is what are all the features of a wholesale price index? Generally, these indexes were changed by the government or revised by the government from one time period to another time period due to for the suitability of a contemporary situation. Before the 2011 to 2012, the base year was 2005. 2005 was a base year before that. So why the revision was happened is due to fulfill the contemporary conditions, contemporary price level. So these are all the new features that was introduced after 2011 to 2012 period. Okay. Do not include the indirect taxes. In the new feature does not include the indirect taxes. Indirect taxes is nothing but a taxes like GST, sales tax. These are all the indirect taxes. So in a wholesale price index, there is no consideration of indirect taxes. Indirect taxes was not considered or not taken into account. Okay. Wholesale price index food, a separate food index was introduced in a wholesale price index to calculate the variations in the level of prices of food articles or food products. So here the food articles are primary articles. So as I already said, wheat, paddy, other raw articles were considered as a primary articles. Then food products. So manufactured products, after it becomes a biscuit, after a process on a wheat, it becomes a biscuit, bread, other items. Not only wheat and paddy, but also other items also. Okay. So manufacturing product. High level technical review committee. So high level technical review committee was formed to monitor the changes in the level of prices of these wholesale products. Next one, why the base year was changed to the 2011 to 2012 period is that to match with the consumer price index and the industrial production index and the consumer price index need to be matched with the wholesale price index. Then only the calculation will be very easy and very convenient way, in a convenient way. So new series was introduced to fulfill the contemporary requirements. Because take for example, before 2011 to 2012, 2005 was a base year. During 2005, the many products that we are using now were not in a 2005. The technology was becoming advancing. A cell phone was not used by a large number of a period during 2005. Likewise, other products, other features was not used by many people during a 2005 period. So the price, base year and other features were keep on changing according to the living condition and the other factors. So this base year may also change in the future. So what is the importance for calculating the wholesale price index is that for fiscal and economic policy. So for the consideration of a tax, implementing a tax purpose, fiscal policy is nothing but a implementation or a creation of a new types of a tax and imposing of a tax. Then economic policies are trading businesses. These are all the fiscal and economic policies. For the consideration of a fiscal and economic policies, the wholesale price index was a important one. Then predict and calculate the price measurements of raw materials, machineries, cost, etc. So raw material, to predict the price flow of a raw materials. Raw material is the material that was not processed, a very raw one. Then machinery cost, heavy machines, how much it costs changes. So for that calculation, the wholesale price index was used. What about the limitation of a wholesale price index is that it does not include the services. The wholesale price index does not include services in it. Services like education, health care, and other services was not included in the wholesale price index. Only the manufacturing products and other raw products was only included in the wholesale price index. Services was not included in the wholesale price index. So unorganized sector was not covered. Wholesale price index does not able to cover an unorganized sector where the 30% of the manufacturing was happening. Approximately 30% of the manufacturing was happening in a unorganized sector, which cannot be covered by the wholesale price index due to irregular data. Data was not available in the unorganized sector. So it is only for a wholesale price index can only able to cover a organized sector. So this is the one of the measurement of inflation, okay, at a wholesale level. In recent days, government is fixing the inflation target of 4% with the tolerance of plus or minus 2%. So inflation target, price was rising every year. It was a usual one. So every year there must be a increase in the price of products. But how much it should be increased? How much level was saved for the economy? How much it need to be controlled was the most important one. So the government fixes the target target of 4 percentage with the tolerance level of plus or minus 2 percentage. So this 4 percentage maybe if the price was 100 rupees means that it can be increased to 104. It is fine. It can be increased into 103. It is fine. So why it is fine is that generally it was fixed for a 4 percentage. So 104 is the perfect one. So 103 is not a problem and 102 is not a problem because there is a tolerance level of plus or minus 2 percentage. It can be a minus 2 percentage or it can be a 106 also plus 2 percentage. So this was the tolerance level. So with this increase, it does not affect the economy in a very much. Okay, but if it was increased very high, take for example, it was increased to some 15 percentage means that from 100 to 115 is a very huge one, so it will impact the economy. So to control a very large amount of increase in the price level, government is fixing a inflation target in consultation with the monetary policy committee of a Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so this is a chapter of inflation. We are seeing major topics. We have seen a lot about inflation and its control, impact on economy, causes and its types. So this was the most important topic. Questions may be reflected in the prelims and mains based upon the inflation topics. So it's necessary to revise it well. Thank you.